Y'all get ready because we're going to unlock the secrets of Temecula, California. We're going to talk about everything from the exceptional schools that we have here to the award-winning wineries. So Temecula, California is not just a city. It's kind of like a kaleidoscope of beautiful scenery, award-winning schools, and great wineries. So grab your cup of coffee, sit back, because here we go. Hey, I'm so glad y'all are here so that you can watch this video about just the great charm that is in Temecula. Whether you're considering a move to Temecula or you already live here, get ready for an informative and exciting journey. I'm a local Temecula realtor, and I've helped countless people find their dream home here in Temecula. Trust me when I say Temecula has something to offer almost everyone, from award-winning schools to the beautiful scenery to the wonderful wineries. Temecula really does have a little bit of it all. I've got 7 things we're going to talk about, so if you didn't get your cup of coffee yet, grab it, sit back, and we're going to talk about the 7 things. The first thing we're going to talk about is the location. Temecula is so conveniently located. We're about halfway between San Diego and LA. Temecula is in southwest Riverside County, and it really is close to a lot of things. You're about an hour and you can get to the beaches, even some you can get to closer. About an hour you can get to the mountains, and about an hour you can get to the desert. So no matter what you're trying to do, it's not going to take you very long to get there. Temecula has rolling hills and vineyards, and we have a mild Mediterranean type climate. So that's why it is such a great place for grapes to grow, and that's why Temecula is quickly becoming known as a wine destination. We have warm summers, but it cools down in the evening, and the wintertime is usually pretty mild. It's a small town atmosphere, and it's close to the 215 and the 15, and it's super close to the airports. About an hour and you get to San Diego, an hour you get to Ontario. The next thing we're going to talk about is the exceptional education available here in Temecula. Temecula consistently has schools that rank in the highest in the state. And that's actually one of the reasons we decided to move to Temecula in 1997. We were moving here from the desert, and we just had our 2 sons at the time. Now we have a third, we have a daughter now too. But then we just had our 2 sons, and they were little, and so we wanted to make sure that we were going to get them in a place where they could get the best education possible. And the public education in Temecula is wonderful. There's also private schools if you choose to go that route, but just know that the public system here is really good for schools. You also have private, like I talked about, and even charter schools here. You also have a lot of advanced placement classes that the kids can take when they're in high school, and they're called, so they're AP classes, and they can take those, and that can actually go towards college credit for them. And Temecula School District is always updating and just staying in touch with all the changes that are going on. And then they really do cater to the needs of each individual student. So no matter where you choose to live in Temecula, you're going to get a pretty good school that your kids are going to attend. Now let's talk about local attractions. We have historic Old Town, which is filled with so much history. Now, I did another video on that, so I'll put the link in the comments below so that if y'all want to check that out, you can see that video as well. But you just have historic buildings down there. You have lots of restaurants, you have unique shopping, and you have places where you can just go for a stroll if that's what you want to do. And then there's also entertainment. You have the Stampede down there where you can go country line dancing, or you can go to some of the other places down there and you can get some live music. Another local attraction is the vineyards and the wineries. Now, I'm going to talk more about that later, so y'all make sure you stay tuned. We have the Balloon and Wine Festival here, which is really a fun time to go. You can go, even take your kids there, because they have like a little area for the kids where they have animals they can pet and they can ride ponies and things like that. You can do wine tasting there. They've got food that you can eat as well. And you really just get a sense of the community coming together if you go to the Balloon and Wine Festival. There's also the Rod Run, which is in Old Town, and that's a pretty fun thing to see. You can go see some really souped up cars and just some really old-timey cars, so it's pretty cool and interesting to go see that. And then we have the Pechanga Resort and Casino. So whether you want to go there and eat, because there's lots of great restaurants in there, Or if you want to go spend a little time, maybe gamble a little bit, you can go there too. And they even have a hotel that you can stay at as well. And you can also rent the little casitas that are by the pool, and you don't have to be staying there to do that. You can just call and make a reservation. So as you can see, there's quite a few things that you actually can do here in Temecula. It just depends on what you want to do. The next thing we're going to talk about is recreation. There are just a ton of recreational activities available here in Temecula. So if you enjoy spending time outside, you can go hiking, or you can go on one of the many, many walking trails that are throughout Temecula. Temecula has tons of parks, tons of biking trails, and golf courses too. And most of the golf courses have really well-maintained fairways, and they really do have some spectacular views. And then there's the hot air balloon rides, where you just get a panoramic view of all of Temecula, especially wine country. It's really, really nice. If you haven't done that before, make sure you try and do that. You can do it at the Balloon and Wine Festival too if you want to, or just any other time on the weekends. You'll see hot air balloons, many, many of them up in the sky. Another thing is Pechanga, which we talked about before. That's another place you can go for recreation, and they do have a golf course there as well, Journey. It's beautifully maintained and really does have some gorgeous scenery at it. So whether you enjoy being outside, you're an avid golfer, or you like arts and entertainment, Temecula is the perfect place to be. Hey, if y'all are finding value in my videos, can you do me a favor? Click the subscribe button and hit that bell so you get notified every single time I post a new video. Let's get back to it. The next thing we're going to talk about is the climate. So Temecula, as I told y'all before, has really like a Mediterranean type of climate. So you have mild winters, and then you do have warm summers. That's the perfect climate for growing grapes. That's why we are growing so many wineries out here. We do get some rain. Typically it's like between November and March. We don't usually get a ton of rain. This last year has been really different, and we got so much rain, way more than we ever do. But typically we don't get a ton of rain here. In the winter, it's usually going to be like in the early mornings in the 40s and 50s, sometimes 30s. And during the day, it's usually about in the 50s and 60s. So if you're coming from a really freezing climate, you are going to love the weather in Temecula. And in the summer, some days it gets a little toasty, but in the evening it still cools down to the point of where you're probably going to put a little jacket on or a hoodie or something, because you're going to need it, because once the sun sets, it definitely gets chilly. But on those hot summer days, we still get a beautiful ocean breeze. You can almost set your clock by it. Around 3 o'clock in the afternoon, you can open up your windows and you really do get a beautiful breeze that comes through. I rarely run my AC in the summer just because of that, because you get that cool breeze. If you leave your windows open at night and then in the morning and then close them as it starts to get a little bit warmer, some of the houses stay really cool. My house stays very cool with that, and so I really don't have to use the AC as much. The next thing we're going to talk about is wineries. We have over 50 wineries here in Temecula. So we have everything from like the small boutique wineries to bigger wineries that have hotels and restaurants. So the climate here just makes it a really good area to grow grapes in. Like Syrah, you've got Sangiovese, Montepulciano. That is one of my favorite words. I love saying that. You can also get Cabernet Sauvignon, you can get Chardonnay, you can get Merlot, and you can even get bubbly like a Prosecco. There is so much of a wide variety of wine out here. So if you enjoy wine, you're probably going to find at least one winery that you're going to love. And if you just want to check them out, you could go for tastings. So you can either do tastings or you can get it by the glass, whichever you want. But they do have tours too. So if you're thinking about doing that, that may be a good way to just introduce yourself to the different wineries so that you can go around, do the tour, and then really see which ones fit you better. And like I said before, we have award-winning wineries here. So Temecula is definitely becoming a destination for people that enjoy wine. Whether you're a local or you're coming from out of town, you can get it to a winery here. And the last thing is family-friendly activities. Temecula really does have a wide range of family activities. You can do everything from just going to the parks to going to big playgrounds. And at Harveston, that is a neighborhood that's in North Temecula. They have a little lake there and they've got ducks there. Some people do fishing there, and you even have the little paddle boats that you can get in and ride around in the lake. We have the Ronald Reagan Sports Park, where a lot of club teams and just youth sports are played there. You're gonna get soccer there, you're gonna get baseball, some softball, football, so you're just gonna have a wide range of activities there. And there's also a skate park there that's on the side as well. Then you have Penny Pickle's Museum, which really showcases the eccentric home of Dr. Phineas Penny Pickle. And there's all kind of hands-on activities there. So the kids can get hands-on activities to different science activities and things like that. Make sure you go check that out. It is a really cool place, especially for little kids to go see. And then we have Lake Skinner. You can go camping there, you can go fishing there, all kinds of activities there. That's a fun place to go. When my kids were younger, we used to do their birthday parties there because we could go just camp out, get a big space there, and you've got the shade of all the beautiful trees there and the gorgeous scenery, and we would have their birthday parties there. And then there's also Vail Lake. You can go boating, you can go hiking, or even camping there. So as y'all can see in Temecula, there really are a ton of fun activities that you can participate in and really just help make some lifelong memories. I hope this video just gave y'all a glimpse into Temecula and the beauty and charm of Temecula and why so many people choose to live here and really love it. So whether you're looking for a tight-knit community, a glass of wine, or gorgeous scenery, Temecula really does have something for everyone. If you're ready to start your new adventure in Temecula, reach out to me. I can't wait to give you a warm smile and a big hello. And don't forget, if y'all haven't done it yet, hit that subscribe button and click that bell, and you get notified every single time I post a new video. Thanks so much for watching my video. See you next time.